Welcome back to Weight Warriors. I'm Mike. I'm a fat guy trying to not be fat anymore by making lifestyle changes. And in this video, we just finished up week number 25 of this weight loss journey. Again, started January 1st, 2023. And here we are at the, we're the last week of June anyways, June 25th. This is Sunday evening. Again, starting this weight loss journey in January, I had 3 keys to success, and I was originally planning to keep them the same throughout the whole year. I did learn that that's not a great strategy when it comes to weight loss. As I've been doing this channel, I've been picking up a lot of great information and learning about really how to lose weight and how to do it sustainably so it's for life. And one of the things that I learned was you don't just do the same thing essentially forever. You need to adapt as your body adapts and increase, and they call kind of progressive overload, but also give breaks. There's a lot of kind of nuance to this whole weight loss thing, and I'm learning it as I go. But as I learn as I go, I do want to reflect back on, again, the previous goals and now the current goals. Again, quick recap of previous goals. I'm going to call this my stage 1 effort to lose weight. So in stage 1, we had number 1, nutrition. The nutritional goal was to eat no more than 2,000 calories per day on average. Now, I did okay with this goal. Honestly, again, it wasn't the right decision to do. It was too aggressive of a calorie deficit right out the gate, but that was the original goal. Number 2 was my activity level. With activity, I was trying to get at least 10,000 steps a day. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't doing any cardio. I was just moving more. And with number 3, I was implementing accountability for this weight loss journey, which was you. So thank you again for watching. And if you watched before, that's awesome. If you're watching now, I'm even happier for that. Thank you for this. It does absolutely keep me accountable on this weight loss journey, and it's definitely been effective so far. So that was stage 1, and I did that for 16 weeks, had a lot of success. I lost over 40 pounds in, like I said, that 16-week span. I felt a lot better, great improvements. However, I did make a mistake. I talked about it a little bit last week, but the plan was to do an 8-week calorie maintenance after the 16-week deficit. Again, that wasn't necessary. Really, maximum, it should have been about 21 days, but that's okay. Now moving on to stage 2 of this weight loss journey is what I'm calling it, which is where I'm upping my 3 keys to success, adding a little bit more complexity and challenge to them, so hopefully I'll get more progress. I'm keeping the same 3 keys, which is again our nutrition, activity, and accountability, but again, leveling up for each one. So starting out with nutrition, I am now, instead of just saying a flat, however many calories per day for the rest of time, I am now going to be reevaluating my TDEE every 2 weeks, and then I'm planning a 500 calorie deficit off of that. So I've calculated my TDEE for June 18th to July 1st, so again, about a 2-week span for right now at my current body composition to be around 2,938 calories per day. Now, the goal is again to add a 500 calorie deficit to this, or really subtract 500 calories from that number. So the goal is to be eating around 2,438 calories a day. In addition to calories, I'm also starting to track my macronutrients, primarily focusing on protein. Now, I did calculate my protein out and used a protein calculator to figure out what the minimum daily protein should be. And for my body type, it should be around 200 grams of protein per day based on, again, my activity and what I'm built like. So that's nutrition. Moving on to activity, which is the second key to success. My activity, I am now increasing my steps to now 12,000 steps per day, and I'm adding resistance training into my exercise routine. The goal is to hit at least 4 resistance training sessions in a gym per week, and again, hit that daily step count. Now, when it comes to the third key to success, accountability, I'm continuing to do these weekly updates, letting you guys know how things are going. Again, I really thank you for watching these and helping me with this. Again, huge thank you. But I'm also adding a nutrition coach and a personal trainer. I've already been meeting with these guys for the last couple of weeks. It's been great. It's gonna definitely help my accountability. So how did my first week back go in a deficit? Well, it went pretty well. So we're looking at June 18th to June 24th. This is week 25 of the weight loss journey. All in all, I would say it was a pretty great week for the first week back. I wasn't overly hungry. I wasn't really overly stuffed or full. As far as calories go, I averaged 2,378 calories a day, which is a little bit lower than I'd like, but it's still pretty good. I will note I absolutely failed when it came to hitting my minimum goal of protein and 200 grams of protein per day. I wasn't really that close to it. I was, 268 grams a day. So yeah, I really got to increase that somehow. So looking at each day and how my calories went, all in all, again, pretty good, averaging 2,378. I will say, if you see, I have one day that I would consider it red, because now, and it's kind of funny, if you look at that day, it's actually well below the goal of a 500 calorie deficit. It actually was like a, I don't know, 800 calorie deficit. It was significantly larger, but my goal is really to be at 2,438 calories per day. And I would like to keep it within 100 calories plus or minus of that. So I do allow a little bit of a range, but that was too low of calories, which is why I would consider that day, I don't want to say a failed day, but a day where I wouldn't give it a green or, a gold star. It doesn't get the green box. It's still red because it wasn't a day that I would say was a successful day. Again, the goal is not to just slash calories as low as I can get it. I want this to be a sustainable approach to weight loss. And for this season, I'm really going to be looking at average calories per day over the entire week rather than focusing on day to day. So I don't know if I'm going to be using this spreadsheet and sharing this with you guys as much, but let me know if this is something that's helpful and I'll continue to share. Next, we have key to success number 2, which is activity. Activity was pretty good this week. I started off a little slow, ramping up to getting back to used to walking. I only hit a little over 10,000 steps the first day, but I got right into it and was all good all the rest of the week. Next, when it comes to activity, I did hit my 4 resistance training sessions per week, so that was good. And then the last key to success here is accountability. Obviously, I'm getting this video out, so that's a pass there. And I met with my personal trainer, obviously for 4 times to work out, and I met with my nutritional coach, which was great. However, I would not give myself a pass when it comes to my accountability buddies. Unfortunately, I did not meet with my accountability buddies this week. It was just, life happens. We're getting into the summer months. Things are a little bit more hectic, but it's all right, guys. We'll get back to it next week. I'm not worried about it. But if you would like to join this group of accountability buddies, reach out to us on Facebook, comment down below. We'd love to have you join. So looking back at this last week, I would say there's a lot of wins. Obviously hitting the steps, hitting the calories, doing really well the first week back. I'm very satisfied with how things went. Looking at some obstacles, or really some things that didn't go as well, was, I would say the biggest one that stands out for me is my protein was too low. I need to increase that somehow. I'm looking at possibly getting more protein in through protein powder. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd rather do it with just cooking more meat. But let me know, and if you guys wouldn't mind, comment down below if you have any suggestions for me of how I can get my protein up on a weekly basis. All right, thanks for watching, guys. And if you want to follow along with my weight loss journey, subscribe to Weight Warriors, and we'll catch you next week.